Stackflow guys, in this lecture I'm gonna simplify Python syntax, the only things you actually need to know. What actually happens when you run Python code? When you run, Python does three main steps internally: parse, read, and check syntax. Python reads your entire file and checks, is indentation correct? Are colons present? Are parentheses balanced? If something is wrong, you get syntax error or other error before anything runs. So it doesn't execute each line blindly. When you run your file, Python converts your code into something called bytecode. Not machine code, not raw text or anything else, just a bytecode. Example, in your project, you must have an environment set up, and that environment you're gonna have directly called package. In that package, you will have kind of file main.python 31.pys and something like that. That's a bytecode file. That the Python virtual machine runs that bytecode instruction by instruction. This is where the line by line feeling comes from for developers. It executes sequentially unless control flow changes, such as if statement, for loop, while loop, function calls, exceptions, and so on. So, is it sounds like line by line? Conceptually, yes. However, technically, it executes bytecode instruction by instruction. That's a big difference, isn't it? We're gonna see several examples and I will show quickly so where's the indentation and use the colon and everything. So in the example, the print statement starts will execute in two variables with the integer 10 and 0 as the value. That will be error message because that's 10 we cannot divide to 0. That will be error and print end statement never executes. And another example here, that's code runs top to bottom. That will be executed. So indentation structure must be indented to show it belongs to the blockable. So we're gonna see several examples. So if the if statement, that's colons, that means start block of code, that will be inside of that block, and that's out of the block. And by the way, no curly braces, no guessing, no nothing else, just simple. And we're gonna see it again with the if statement. If you notice colon and with a for loop, while loop, functions, reusable logic, and then we call that function. That's the syntax when you see colon, and that means there's a start of block. That's indentation inside of that function. That's the syntax. So data structures, that means containers such as list, dictionary. You see that strings, key value pairs, and the modern strings like formatted strings. That's a real rule of Python syntax, guys. Anything else is a noise. That's it. Thank you, guys. Please don't forget like, subscribe, and comment. That helped me a lot. Thank you.